Hi guys, this is Stephanie from Grow Green Homestead coming to you with this quick video just about my tomato area around my greenhouse. Alright, so if you guys saw the last video, I actually we're just starting these, and now they are definitely growing like crazy. I have this humongous sunflower that volunteered, and it is like humongous, and it's still going, and that's the very top of it right there. It's about to kick out a couple sunflower heads, but yeah. Anyway, so these are all different varieties of tomatoes. The only ones I know which ones they are the ones that I brought from either Home Depot or Lowe's. So it's only like 3 or 4 of them, but I can definitely tell you that this one here on the end will either be an Amish paste or a Roma. As you can see, those tomatoes are shaped like that. So I'm not quite sure. I like kind of having a surprise garden. Any of those tomatoes that do grow are going to be great, because I just want to can tomatoes this year. Make some with sandwiches and stuff like that. But let me finish showing you on the back side and the other side. Now I am trying to use a line system to try to keep them all tamed, and I have been trimming off the suckers and rooting those because they were probably about a foot, 12 inches or foot plus long. So most of those rooted, and it's time to prune it back again. The problem with that is I don't have any place to really put those, and I don't want to put those in the back there to where I would have to literally climb in there to get it. So of course, you know, once this season is done and winter is here, I might probably just review the functionality of the back side of here. I might actually just make like a little pathway up through here so I can work from both sides. Would be great. I thought I was gonna have some avocado trees back there, but as you see, there are no leaves on any of those trees back there, so I'm just gonna call that a loss. Maybe that wasn't the best place for them. Maybe they just didn't survive through the winter. I'm not sure. But anyhow, this is about the tomatoes and not my avocados. So let's keep walking. Of course, you see I have another volunteer sunflower that's nowhere near as big as that other one, but it is pretty tall. I am going to finish putting the black paper down where it's not covering, because I've already pulled the grass that was back there, and it was a lot, along with the carrots, which we already ate. And more grass is starting to grow back there, as you can see in the far top middle of the screen. So I have to get in there and pull that grass and put black paper down, because this is supposed to be just for my tomatoes. I do have peppers in another area, but I want to get in a little closer and show you pretty much the small tomatoes that are coming on here. Alright, so it's really nice to have this little this mesh netting, because I could just step over it instead of having a literal gate. So much nicer. Anyway, so like I was telling you before, I don't know what half of these plants, tomatoes, what would you call it, the name of the tomato plants, but they are definitely producing. Let me show you these. So they're, oh, let's see. I have, if I can get these leaves out the way, I can show you those. And then we have another little one right there that's producing. And then another fat one right there, and back in the back. There are several on that plant. I have these, this side, if you're standing in front of my greenhouse, this is the left side that doesn't get all the intense afternoon sun. So these are a little smaller on this side, but they're still producing. A lot of these are the seedlings that I started. A lot of them didn't make it, some of them did, so I transplanted them out here and just let them do whatever it is they were going to do, and they are doing well, surprisingly. I didn't expect any of them to make it, but anyway. So as you can see, like I said, I don't know the names of all of these. I will figure it out once they actually kick out some tomatoes, and I'll harvest them. I could probably distinguish them that way. Even if I can't distinguish them that way, I'm still going to eat them because I know that I grew these from seed. Anyway, so there's some flowers on that one, and I have some other flowers coming right there. These, I have some coming right here. Oh, sorry. Right there, and some more flowers. That looks like another, it could be like a Amish paste or something like that cluster. So this could be an Amish paste. It looks a little straggly and skinny. That's probably because I pruned it back a good bit. But like I said, these over here were growing pretty slowly as well, so I'm not surprised. I don't see any fruit on this one, but I do see flowers starting right there and right there. So we'll see what these are pretty soon. Even with all this black paper, at least 2 feet off of the regular grass, I'm still getting grass because it's blowing in on the wind. So I still try to just keep maintenance of that and just toss it out there on the regular yard. I have this bush. I have a little cluster right there growing, and then some up top. And I really did try to give these the space that they deserve this year. All right, so let's continue on. This is the next one, and all these plants really struggled for a long time before it really got hot. Because of the fluctuating weather, it'd go from 80 degrees to 40 degrees to 30 degrees to, you know, and they were just like, which way do I go? So I'm glad that they're making it this far. Anyway, so let me show you the flowers and fruit on this one. These are more rounded, a rounded fruit cluster instead of the oblong clusters. So we will see. There's another cluster of those in there. And look at this. Just look at that. I mean, it's on like 3 or 4 or 5 leaves. I have to take care of this situation before it gets out of control with my tomatoes. Once again, all right, I'm back at the corner that gets the hottest part of the sun and the most sun of the day. This will be the right side of my greenhouse, and as you can tell, this side is full and lush and needs pruning again. Like I said, this corner right here is most likely going to be an Amish paste. You can tell by the long oblong shape. Even from that little teeny tiny one, you can tell it's going to be most likely an Amish paste or aroma. I have those little clusters in there, and I probably will prune these back, and I'll show you the it is very crowded in there, the rooted ones that I trimmed off here. some of the smaller ones did not make it. And there's a rounded one. So that's kind of like the ones from off the other side. That's a big one back there. It's going to be a big one. So that's probably one of those bigger tomato varieties. I have one of those. Yeah, I have a very nice cluster down there. It's like 3. Yeah, I can't see it because because of there you go. So they're doing very good. Give me a second, y'all. Camera fell out of my tripod. Alright. So once again, these are the other round ones that we're getting. We're starting to get some clusters here. These are the ones I brought from the big box stores. So you can see those back there. And I'm going to prune all these, but let me show you real quick. Hold on. Pulling grass. Alright. And I think this one was one that I actually grew seed on. Which is not kicking out anything yet, but they do have the flowers. So I'm just sitting back waiting. Hopefully, right. So these are the suckers that I pulled off. They've been rooting for a few days now. Maybe about 2 weeks now. This is as far as they have gotten. So it is definitely time to put them in some soil. A lot of them ended up looking like this, where they just started rotting and wasn't producing anything. But I still gave them a chance, and it's time to just toss this one. And that's all I really have for you guys. I want to take care of these and prune some more after I figure out a place to plant these. I'm going to throw the next batch in the bucket and keep them going. And therefore I will have a continuous stock of tomatoes, just in case one plant gets infected terribly. I can replace it with one of these. All right, guys, thanks for watching.